Swami Vivekananda. So in this lesson we came to know Swami Vivekananda, where he born and when he was born and to whom he was born, and his education and how he got the interest in the spirituality and whom he considered as his spiritual guru, and how he paved the way towards the God we came to know. And one more important thing we came to know here, that Swami Vivekananda, he was in the search of truth, and so for that to find the truth about the society, he was wandering all over the country. And not only he was in the search of truth, he was helping to the poor and who were in the need. And he had some concept about education. So according to Swami Vivekananda, what is education? Education, it doesn't mean Education, it doesn't mean that only literating, only able to write and read, getting the job. It doesn't mean that the complete education. But according to Swami Vivekananda, what is education? Education in the sense developing the human being in complete manner. Developing a human being in complete manner, in the sense developing his knowledge in all the aspects of the society, all the aspects of the culture. So in everything, every aspect, the education, it should develop the human being. So it is called as education according to Swami Vivekananda. Okay, so then after that we came to know that Swami Vivekananda, he went to Chicago, where the religion conference was held in Chicago. It comes in America. So the conference, the Parliament of Religion at Chicago, it was held on 11th September. So it was held on 11th September in the year of 1893. And in that conference, so many American people, they gathered there to listen to the debate about the religion. So many different countries were representing, so many people, so many spiritual people, saints, and so many great people, they were representing their culture in that conference. So among them, so from our India, Swami Vivekananda was also one of the representative, and he went there to represent our India, our Indian culture and our Indian tradition. So for that, when his turn it came, so he started addressing the people of America by using the word brothers and sisters of America. When the audience who were gathered there, they heard these words, brothers and sisters of America, they were amused, and then what they did, they started clapping, and that clap, it lasted for 2 minutes. It continued for 2 minutes, and after that, so he started his speech. After the clap, after the 2 minutes of clappings, he started his speech about the religion. Exactly, he started presenting about the religion of India. So this much we have completed, and now in this class we will study the further part. Okay. Yes. Okay. So in page number 3, so we have studied this much. Now we will continue with this. Further, he thanked all those who had assembled there. He referred to the Indians of all classes and sects. He said about the Hindu religion that in the true sense it embraced all humanity. Yes. So the gathered people of America, they clapped for 2 minutes continuously. They clapped for 2 minutes when they heard that the addressing of Swami Vivekananda as brothers and sisters of America. So then what they did, so they clapped for him for 2 minutes, and after he thanked all the audience who gathered there in that conference, in that religion conference. And after that he started representing Hinduism. He referred. So Swami Vivekananda referred. He made the reference of Hinduism. So in our India, so Hinduism, so not only Hinduism, so not only one class or so two classes he represented. He referred, he told about the all the classes in India. So as we know that India, it is a land of culture, tradition. So many religions are there in India. So many cultures, traditions, customs are there. So unity in diversity is there in our India. So he referred all the classes, whichever comes in our India, he referred all the classes. He referred all the classes, and what he did, not only the classes, sects. So sub classes also comes in India. So those sub classes, sectors also he considered, he represented there. And so he started representing the Hinduism, Hindu religion. He started to talk about Hinduism. He started to give the importance. So why our Hinduism is considered as the best religion, one of the best religions. He started. See here. So that is in the true sense. He didn't give any false ideas. So what are the truth? So what were the truths of Hinduism he started to give. Okay. Wait a second, students. Yes, he started to give the true sense of Hinduism. So then what happens, he said, so what he said, he embraced all humanity. So our Hinduism, so what it does, it embraces in the sense of hug. So this Hinduism, it hugs, it embraces all the human beings. It doesn't bifurcate any of the religion. So Hinduism, it doesn't bifurcate in between any classes. Okay, it embraces all the classes and humanity. So the Hinduism, first what it does, it gives the importance to the humanity, not to any class, any sectors or any culture, nothing. But what it does, it gives the importance, first importance goes to the humanity in the Hinduism. So this true sense, it was given by Swami Vivekananda in that religion conference. Okay, and so one more thing he declared in that conference. So he declared that, so see here, and declared, I am proud to belong to a religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance. We believe not only in universal tolerance, but we accept all religions as true. See, here Swami Vivekananda, he declared one thing. He was proud to say that he belonged to who? Swami Vivekananda, he belonged to Hinduism, that religion which is embracing, which gives the importance to all the religions. So the Hinduism, so Swami Vivekananda declared that he was proud to be an Indian and he was proud to be a Hindu, and the Hindu religion, the religion which taught, the Hindu religion, it taught to the world that the tolerance, the importance of the tolerance, and it taught us the universal acceptance. So Hinduism, it taught the world that tolerance and universal acceptance. So, and we believe, in the sense, we human beings, we believe that, we Indians, we believe that universal tolerance, not only in universal tolerance in Hinduism is telling us, but we accept all religions are true. Yes, so in Hinduism we never declared that so some other religions are not good good and some other are good. So we never declared anything. So we consider every religion, we give every religion the same rank, same importance to the every religion. So universal acceptance, along with the universal acceptance, and we thought, we in the sense our Hinduism, it thought that the universal acceptance along with the tolerance. So to be a Hindu, he was very proud to be a Hindu. And now what he does, what he tells, see, these words were very impressive. Yes, of course. So these words, whichever words he spoke in that conference, those words were very impressive words. So everyone who were gathered there in that conference, everyone were very impacted by those words which were delivered by Swami Vivekananda. And he observed that the divisions in society based on religion has resulted in human hatred. Yes, so one more notable thing he has observed that, so we can also observe here that so many religions, so not the religions exactly, so we human beings, we bifurcate between the religion and the classes. So this division of society, what it does, it is resulting in the hatredness of other religions. So he has observed this one. So by this speech, he got the value, he got the rank, highest rank in that conference. And everyone who gathered there in that conference, everyone were impacted by his each and every words. So next what happens? Let us see. Yes. He felt that human society would be far more advanced when there were no divisions. Swami Vivekananda expressed his hope, saying that the time for driving away these evil forces in society had come. He told them that everybody should develop a sense of brotherhood and love for each other. There was great respect and appreciation from the people of America. So in that conference, he said that, so he observed that the society, the division in the society, it will create the intolerance and hatredness among the human beings. So for that, to eradicate those evils, to eradicate those social evils and hatredness, so what the human beings they should do? They should, so it was felt by Swami Vivekananda. So society, by those hatredness, what is happening? So nowadays we are advancing so much, but even though we are advanced in so many fields, even though we are we are dividing in our cultures and we are seeing the divisions. And so for that, to eradicate those divisions and those hatredness and intolerance, so what we should do? We should express. So what we have to do? We have to accept the universal brotherhood. So we have to express that universal brotherhood in the sense we should feel that our neighboring countries, other countries, we should consider those as our brothers. And so as I told you in last class, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, like that concept we should have. Okay. So for that, he says that, so to drive, to get out of these evil forces, evil things, what we should do? We should accept the brotherhood, universal brotherhood. So we should accept all the countries of our neighboring countries and other countries, all the countries as our brothers, and we should love each other. So love and affection, it should be there in between us. So by this love and affection, universal brotherhood, what we can do? We can eradicate, we can get rid of these evil forces. And there was great respect and appreciation. So by hearing these all the his speech, so the people of America, they started respecting his words. So his respect it. So the people, they started respecting and appreciations. They started to shower on him. So after that, what happened? After the conference, what happened? See here. After his return to India, he spent his time preaching religious tolerance and worked for the upliftment of the poor. So after that conference, what happened? So he showed. So in that conference, Swami Vivekananda, he showed the value of Hinduism and what we have taught to the world, and tolerance, and he talked about tolerance and universal brotherhood. And after that, he came to India. He returned India. After returning from America, he came to India. He spent his most of the time in preaching. In preaching religious tolerance, and not only he indulged himself in the preaching, so he worked for the poor people who were in the need. He helped them. And after that, what happened? So after that, he started uplifting. He started developing, uplifting in the sense of developing. He started developing the poor people. And after that, what he did, he established Beluru Mata. So one Mata he established, that is known as Beluru Mata he established, and in the year of 1898. In 1898, he established one Mata. So this Mata, it was a center of Ramakrishna mission. So nowadays we can see Ramakrishna mission. So the machine which is working to uplift the poor and to help the society, to eradicate the evils from the society. The Ramakrishna mission is working on that concept. So initially it was built as Beluru Mata in 1898 by Swami Vivekananda, and now it is working as the center of Ramakrishna mission with the motto. The main aim of this machine is work is worship. So we know that. So work is worship. So we should worship our work. So whichever work, small or big or anything, any work which we do, that work we should worship. We should see the God in our work. So this is the motto, this is the aim of the Ramakrishna mission. So here we have completed this lesson, first lesson, Swami Vivekananda. So in next class, what we will do, students, we will start up with, I will give you the question answers. In next class we will discuss the question answers.